And the moment we've all been waiting for. That's the Adams Graphic Ceramic Advanced. Well, here we are. Let me show you what I'm going to be working on today. And this is what I'm going to be using today. I got a Torx buffer with, I believe, a light medium pad. Correct. Got a hybrid compound. Should be the best of both worlds between a medium cut and a polish. That is Adams Graphene ceramic coating. It's the advanced. It's supposed to be a 9-year coating. And I have already used it on my lawnmower, and it appears to be working great. I've seen some reviews on it. I'm pretty well confident in the product. Well, I left the house. I don't have my pressure washer with me, so I think I'm going to mix up some of this. I say mix up. You don't have to mix this at all. I'm just going to put some of this all-purpose cleaner in my sprayer. I'm going to try to wipe down this hood and everywhere else the bird shit again, I guess. And then I should be able to buff it. I'm not going to fucking clay bore a tractor or nothing like that. I'm not too worried about swirling any kind of paint up. But I'm going to buff it, try to bring it back, and we'll get the coating out. I'm sure somebody is screaming on the inside right now. I can't believe he's wiping over all that. You're going to scratch the paint. It's not a BMW, man. It is a Kubota indeed. And this is going to be much, much better than it was. So I'm not too worried about maybe rubbing a little bit of dirt around on the paint. I don't think you're going to be able to notice at the end of the day. And let's be honest. Probably 9 out of 10 tractors are going to be way, way uglier by this one at its age. I'm one of the rare few that maybe a lot of people say, oh, you don't need a tractor, you're wasting your money, blah, 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 you don't use it, it's a tractor, blah, blah, blah. You know, if I use it 40 hours in 5 years, then so fucking be it. I bought this as a lifelong investment. I plan to keep this tractor forever. It's amazing. Whenever you need a loader, if you know what I mean. This is just an awesome little piece to keep around. If you use it an hour a month, you know, it's worth it to me. I'm going to save you the suffering. I'm going to wipe the rest of this machine down, and then I'll pick you back up when we get to the next step. Now that the little tractor's clean, I think we should do a walk around to kind of show you some regrets I have. If you buy one of these tractors new and you want to keep it nice, I suggest you put a coating or something on it from the factory. I've waited 5 years, and my tractor gets sun for probably maybe 20% of the day, 30%. It's usually under a shade tree, but sometimes the sun gets to it and it's already this bad. Like, it's not doing it justice as far as the paint fade, but this is an obviously different color than this, is an obviously different color from this, and so on and so on. All the different materials are fading at different paces. I'm curious if maybe a coating would have helped that some. And I'm always on here in like tennis shoes, not muddy feet. It's pretty clean, and it still gets scratched up and crap. All the stickers and stuff are really faded and cracking. Like, you can expect that if you let it set out. That's starting to go. These handles, I don't care how much you clean them, they're just dirty all the time. You know, it has some nicks and bruises. Like, there's a little chip there and a little rub right there. So if you coat it from new, I think you can get away from all that. It might even be better on your grease fittings and stuff to keep them cleaner like that. You might could just pressure wash that off if it was coated before, because that's not from over greasing, that's from heat. And heat pushes the grease out, makes it really thin. And once it gets rubbed all over everything and sets for a little while, it's really hard to get off. But if there was a ceramic coating under it, it probably would just blow off. You see some more stickers here, some fading on some stuff. Everything's pretty well in good shape though. You can see where that's starting to fade. And take some time to clean like these gray pieces on your controls and your dash and your levers. I'm about to coat all of this too, and I think that's one of the most important things to coat. That's what you interface with every time you get on the tractor. If that's clean and tidy and stays in good shape, it's going to make you feel a lot better about your equipment. Okay, what I was about to tell you was, if you got some kind of caked on stuff, one of these little detailing brushes with a soft rubber tip on it, is a great tool to get that off until it just wasn't. So what I meant to say is get a screwdriver, and then that shit'll come off pretty good with a screwdriver. Don't worry about that little soft thing. This might be the dumbest thing I've ever bought. I could be just completely ignorant. I don't think there's an off on button on this thing. I think you plug it in and it goes. I just plugged it in and it almost fucking tore the whole hood off the tractor. But really? Like, I thought this would be a really good brand. It's a Torx buffer. There's no fucking on off switch. You gotta plug it in and it's on the whole time. That's so stupid. I don't know, man. Oh, I found it. Look at this stupid little piece of shit back here on the back. I feel like an idiot. You can't tell me you woke up today and expected to see this. Oh yeah, a guy should probably go back over that with just a polish. Or, hear me out, I could not. I could just wipe it down with some degreaser and coat this whore. Oh, it sounds appealing. It sounds really appealing. Another thing too, I couldn't quite fit my buffer in here really good. And that didn't bother me too bad. I could easily pick the loader up and buff in there, but that's not where it's sun faded. And that's not where I'm trying to spend my whole Saturday, so it's just gonna get some coating. As long as it's not sun faded, it's not getting buffed. Okay, in hindsight, that medium pad and the medium cut, it's taken off a little bit of color, but I think this might be a little bit too heavy oxidation for that. I think you would probably be better off using a heavy compound and a heavy pad, which I have at my other house down the road. Do I feel like going to get it? No. Am I going to get it? It's where you want to say yes, I'm going to say no again. I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to bring you in. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay. So I did not buff right here. And I did buff right here. It's shinier. Still pretty much the same color. So you might have to go pretty hard on that oxidation to get it off of there. But it's pretty close. And I think when you put the coating on there, it's going to wet it up a little bit. And it's going to make it look a lot better. So instead of doing a heavy cut on this tractor, like I should, I'm just gonna knot and say I did. And I'm about to wipe her down with some degreaser. And I'm going to get to coating. Alright, so this is your kit from Adams. I have already opened this because I did coat my lawnmower. You're going to get a little bottle of surface prep. Here's another spray for this graphene boost. This is supposed to be like a 3-month after application booster, I believe. You're going to get several applicators and pads. What's your applicators? Little square applicators. Some microfiber, some polish pads, some gloves, and this is a bottle of your coating. I'm just going to use a microfiber with this surface prep, and then I'll go back over it with an applicating pad and a ceramic coat. You want to be pretty thorough out of everything. If you kind of miss a spot or two on your wash, or you leave a little bit of compound if you choose to buff, this is the step you probably need to be diligent on and make sure you rub everything down. This, I'm assuming, is alcohol based. Sure, I didn't see it, but we're going to say sure. I'm sure it has some kind of degreaser to make it a surface prep. But if I was a betting man, I'd say this is the step you need to be on your P's and Q's with. And the moment we've all been waiting for. That's the Adams Graphic Ceramic Advanced. I think I got everything wiped down. I know I got everything wiped down as good as I'm gonna get it. Should be good enough. Some of this on your applicator pad. Get to it. Now you can put this on too thick from what I've seen online. It just makes it harder to get off. Which is probably what I just did immediately, is put it on too thick. I'm gonna apply it and wipe it off to all the big flat areas. But what I ended up doing on my lawnmower is I applied it and I didn't even wipe it off. I just let it all sit on there. You're supposed to let this flash for 5 minutes or so. They say you can see a rainbow effect if you got a darker colored paint or something, but I didn't wipe any of it off on my mower except for on the deck and the big flat surfaces like I plan to do here. And it came out great, nothing hazed up. It worked great on the plastics. And I don't know, I'm really happy with this. I don't think it should be as intimidating as it seems. If this was your $40,000, $50,000 vehicle, I could see a little bit of hesitancy to use this, you know, worried about streaking the paint and messing it up and having to pull the coating back off to fix it. But as far as equipment, I mean, you really ain't got nothing to be scared of. Most of the time, these pieces of equipment didn't come from the factory with the best paint anyway. It's gonna have orange peel and whatnot in it, so don't be too scared. Just get in there, wipe it on. It'll all work out. They also say work in small spots slowly. But what I am doing is working in large spots quickly. It's definitely more efficient. Probably more dangerous. More risk of fucking it up, but if I'm gonna fuck it up, I'm gonna fuck it up fast. Alright, I'm almost done coating here. Everything's coming out really well. And this, right before I finish, I wanted to show you this. It's a great example of what you're gonna get once it's coated or without being coated. Like, you have to be able to see the difference there. It might be subtle if it wasn't side by side, but this is something that's definitely worth doing, man. And here it is in all its glory, man. Came out great. I couldn't recommend enough you doing this to your tractor. I think it's just gonna make it feel better every time you look at it. You won't see a faded out piece of crap, you know. Your investment, whatever you pay for your machinery, is enough to justify you doing something like this. Might take a couple hours, depending on if you buff or not. If you don't buff, you just gotta clean it, coat it. I'd say it's an hour job. If you're gonna buff it, call it an hour and a half, 2 hours, depending on how in depth you get with it. But anyway, if you made it to this point in the video, I really do appreciate you sticking around. I don't like pandering, but subscribers and likes are cool. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.